Every TF2 player has that one weapon that they enjoy using the most, which is also likely tied to the class they main. For example, you may enjoy the direct hit for its high single target damage capabilities, the Kritzkrieg thanks to its ability to help your healing target quickly outdamage the enemy team, and even the minigun just because it deals such devastating damage to anyone even a hair length away from you. Now, the only reason I'm bringing this up is because I wanted to talk about a weapon that I recently started to really enjoy using, and it's not some overpowered weapon in need of heavy rebalancing, or a weapon that's so unusable that you only use it for the funny. The weapon I've been enjoying the most out of any other in the game, and basically the only one I've been using, is the pistol. No, I am not joking. Like, the pistol? Really? There are over 100 different weapons in the game, all providing satisfying, unique, and captivating gameplay. Several high damage guns capable of killing your target in just a click or two. So why in the hell would I ever prioritize and enjoy using the pistol over all of them? Well, let me tell you why exactly I fell in love with this little gun so much. Now, before I get too far into my explanation, it's important to better understand the pistol's base stats. It's a secondary weapon for Scout and Engineer and has a clip of 12, with 36 reserve ammo for Scout and 200 for Engineer. Each shot has a base damage of 15, a max fall off of 8, and a max ramp up of 22. It has a reload speed of 1.035 seconds for Engie and a slightly faster 1.005 second reload speed for Scout. And in general, it's got an average DPS of around 100. It's pretty basic stuff you might have already known, but it's still useful to remember. And as far as use cases, the pistol is known to be good at a few things. It's a quick way to finish off classes at lower health or from further distances. It helps serve as a backup source of damage when you've used up all of your shots from your primary and don't have time to reload, and it's useful, yet often less used, to deal with Engineer's buildings from longer ranges. Wait, does Engineer hate himself or something? So essentially, it's a useful backup weapon for when you need to output some extra damage on the battlefield. But that's the thing, it's a backup weapon, a secondary weapon. Why would I find using the pistol so fun if it's only useful as a backup source of damage, inferior to either class's primary weapon or other ways of outputting damage? Well, that's because I'm kinda stupid, and I like using my pistol as a primary weapon. Yep, that's what 7 years since the last major update has done to me. And one thing I should emphasize is that the pistol is not usually a viable weapon if you use it as your primary, but man, is it a fun time when you start shooting away at anything that moves. Now, it's probably obvious that using the pistol as a primary is better suited for the Engineer over Scout. Although Scout's speed could help him get up close to the enemy, allowing him to capitalize on the pistol's ramp-up damage easily, his really low reserve ammo for the pistol makes this less of a viable strategy. And this could be a fun strat on Scout, as long as you're fine having to constantly run to the nearest ammo pack. But Engineer is the star of the show with the pistol since he has the huge benefit of 200 reserve ammo, which as the community knows is just a bit much. But hey, I'm not gonna complain if that means I can shoot the pistol as much as I want. And after testing various loadouts, I've found what I think is the best loadout for Engie when using a pistol primary. Say hello to what I call the refined battle engineer. First of all, this loadout lets you be a bit more mobile thanks to the speed and cheap cost to build mini-sentries, plus the extra 25 health lets you soak up just a bit more damage, making Engineer more suited to be up in the front lines. But that's already a given with the Gunslinger. The real game changer here is the pistol's utility in this loadout. Your ability to be more aggressive and mobile with the extra health lets you be a little safer when getting up in the enemy's face, where your pistol's damage is maximized. Combine this huge ramp-up damage with your mini-sentry and you have a mean 2 streams of damage, one of which has auto-aim. But as good as Engineer is at close range with the pistol, I think your best bet is to be closer to around medium range. This gives you a more consistent stream of damage thanks to the pistol's respectable damage and accuracy from a further distance. Weapons like shotguns, scatterguns, miniguns, and flamethrowers will start to weaken the further you are from your target, so utilize that advantage against your enemies. Try and stay at a medium range, throw down your mini-sentry, and spray and pray with your pistol. Soldier, Demo, and Heavy are going to be your biggest threats at medium range, so keep an eye on them. Soldier can spam rockets in your general direction, and Demo can sticky spam and lob grenades from any range, so do your best to strafe and avoid their splash damage while tracking them with your pistol. Heavy, on the other hand, is the one class that I'd say you need to be the most careful with. No matter what range you're fighting at, his minigun will constantly output damage, and the only way to stop it is to take him out. Luckily for you, that'll be pretty easy with this loadout thanks to his large hitbox and the fact that he'll have 2 targets shooting at him simultaneously, making the choice as to which target to shoot at a little bit more difficult. Basically, the further you are from a heavy and the closer that you play next to your mini sentry, the safer you'll be. And as far as sniper is concerned, just stay out of his sightline. It's not even worth it to get close to a sniper if they see you coming. But on the other hand, when your enemies close in on you, what do you do then? That's when the Frontier Justice comes into play. See, pistol damage can be pretty consistent, but when someone on the enemy team gets just a little bit too close to you, the pistol can only do so much work before you inevitably get out-damaged. So when you're face to face with an enemy who can easily take care of you, the Frontier Justice is gonna be your trump card. Your guaranteed crits from sentry kills and assists are super easy to get with a mini sentry due to a mini's longer range and higher likelihood to finish off unsuspecting foes who might have not seen it. The point is, you're gonna have revenge crits if you equip the Gunslinger. Higher health classes like Pyro, Demo, Soldier, and Heavy especially feel the impact of a fat crit to the face. In fact, a crit shotgun blast and a few shots from your pistol can take out a good chunk of these classes, with Heavy needing just a bit more focus fire after your initial shot. So basically, use your pistol as a primary in combat from long to medium ranges, and pull out the Frontier Justice for when enemies get too close or when you don't have time to reload your pistol. It's a weird backward playstyle for sure, but I think you'll actually have a bit of fun giving this loadout a try. Okay, I know earlier I said that the pistol would be better suited for Engineer over Scout, but about halfway through me making this video, I actually found a loadout for Scout that can make using the pistol fun and effective. This right here is the ultimate loadout for a pistol-oriented Scout, made up of the Babyface's Blaster, the stock pistol, and the Rap Assassin. The BFB's main use in this loadout is to keep the Scout as fast as possible, which helps you maneuver around any damage sources. More importantly, it makes it even easier to get up close to the enemy to maximize the pistol's damage. Basically, closer ranges can be a pistol's best friend, and Scout is well equipped to make those close range fights much easier to engage. The Rap Assassin's role here is to allow for a longer range backup damage source for bleed kills, making sure you can finish off lower health targets and to help keep boost up easier. And the pistol is for, you know, shooting. Now, I firmly believe that the pistol is better suited for Engineer due to his great self-sustain and overall higher reserve ammo, but I think the pistol is more fun when you use it on Scout. Running around the map in the blink of an eye while dealing heavy close and medium range damage with the pistol is a fun spin on Scout's base design, since instead of heavy meat shot damage, you're more focused on a constant stream of damage that can actually rival many of the classes in game. But again, just make sure you know ammo pack spots on every map you play on, and try to keep your boost up to make the pistol Scout playstyle as fun as possible. Plus, there is a huge benefit that comes with primarily using the pistol, and that would be damage numbers. A good portion of the player base has damage numbers hard-coded into them when playing the game, whether dealing or taking damage. For example, shotguns can deal a max of around 90 damage point blank, and grenades deal 100 damage regardless of distance, so you would need 3 shotgun shots or 2 grenades to take down a soldier. But I guarantee that not many players can easily keep track of pistol damage if you're using it more often than your other weapons. Especially at close range, I feel like your enemy can easily underestimate how much damage you can output, because no player would be crazy enough to actually use the pistol as a primary. Well, I mean, except me and whoever may be watching this video. Plus, pistol shots aren't high damage single shots. They're a stream of bullets, which means your opponent may have a harder time keeping track of the damage you're outputting before they can take you out. Essentially, you're playing mind games with the enemy if you use the pistol more often. That, or they're just dumbfounded at the idea of using the pistol this way. And honestly, I wouldn't blame them.
This dog is... Wait, what the fuck? What's going on? I'm scared!
So by now, it's pretty clear that the pistol, while perhaps not the best weapon for either class that can use it, is a fun gateway to alternative playstyles, many of which I think you should give a try. TF2 has had tons of metas and playstyles that have come and gone throughout the years, but even now in 2025, I think it's fun to try and think outside the box, like using weapons in unconventional ways. That's why the pistol, while nowhere near the best gun in the game, is one of my favorites to use. It's so enjoyable to take out your enemies with such a small gun, but even the smallest of guns pack a punch, so get out there and show your enemies what the new weapon in town is. Also, can we just appreciate how good skins and certain war paints look on the pistol? Like, damn, they're so clean! Okay, that's all for now. Thanks for watching.
Use more gun.